The OnePlus 9 smartphone has gone on sale in India for Amazon Prime and OnePlus Red Cable Club members. Powered by the Snapdragon 888 SoC, the phone sports a 6.55-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate. At the back is a triple rear camera setup with a 48-megapixel main camera and a 50-megapixel ultra-wide lens, along with a 16-megapixel front camera. OnePlus is packed in a 4500 mAh battery with 65-watt fast charging. The OnePlus 9 is priced at Rs 49,999 for the 8GB RAM and 128GB storage variant, or Rs 54,999 for the 12GB RAM and 256GB storage model, and is available from Amazon India and OnePlus.in. The OnePlus 9R, the most affordable smartphone in the OnePlus 9 series, has gone on sale in India for Amazon Prime and OnePlus Red Cable Club members. Powered by the Snapdragon 870 SoC, the phone sports a 6.55-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate. At the back is a quad rear camera setup with a 48-megapixel main camera along with a 16-megapixel front camera. OnePlus is packed in a 4500 mAh battery with 65-watt fast charging. The OnePlus 9R is priced at Rs 39,999 for the 8GB RAM and 128GB storage variant, or Rs 43,999 for the 12GB RAM and 256GB storage model, and is available from Amazon India and OnePlus.in. Sony has announced the Xperia 1 III and Xperia 5 III flagship smartphones. The Xperia 1 III sports a 6.5-inch 4K OLED display, while the Xperia 5 III features a 6.1-inch Full HD Plus OLED display. Both phones feature a 21:9 aspect ratio and a 120Hz refresh rate. The Xperia 1 III gets 12GB of RAM and up to 512GB of storage, while the Xperia 5 III gets 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. Both phones are powered by the Snapdragon 888 chipset and feature a triple rear camera setup with a 12-megapixel primary sensor along with a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with a variable aperture from f/2.3 to f/2.8. They also sport an 8-megapixel selfie camera and a 4500 mAh battery. Sony has not announced any pricing details yet. The Realme C21 smartphone has gone on sale in India. The phone is powered by the MediaTek Helio G35 SoC and sports a 6.5-inch HD Plus IPS display. At the back is a triple rear camera setup with a 13-megapixel rear camera and a 5-megapixel selfie camera. Realme has packed in a 5000 mAh battery that supports reverse charging through the micro USB port. The Realme C21 costs Rs 7,999 for the 3GB RAM and 32GB storage model, while the 4GB RAM and 64GB storage variant comes in at Rs 8,999. The phone is available through Flipkart, Realme.com and retail stores. ASUS has launched the ZenBook Pro Duo 15 laptop in India with a 15.6-inch OLED 4K Ultra HD touch-enabled primary display and a 14.1-inch tilting secondary display with a 3840 by 1100 resolution. The secondary display also has stylus support, and ASUS claims their active aerodynamic system offers better cooling and airflow management when the display rises. The dual displays are powered by up to an Intel Core i9-10980 HK CPU along with up to an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 GPU. ASUS has also packed in up to 32GB of RAM and up to 1TB of M.2 SSD storage along with a 92Wh battery. All this power doesn't come cheap, as prices for the ZenBook Pro Duo 15 start at Rs 2,39,990. Samsung has launched its ultra-premium Neo QLED range of 4K and 8K TVs in India. The TVs use mini LED technology, 40 times smaller than regular LEDs, to gain greater control over dimming zones and black levels. The range offers 8K TVs from 65-inch to 85-inch sizes and 4K TVs in 50-inch to 85-inch sizes. They also come with a Neo Quantum processor that can upscale content to 4K and 8K output. Other features of the TV range include SpaceFit sound, which can analyze a room to auto-calibrate the sound output, and gaming-focused features like a variable refresh rate, a low latency mode, a super ultra-wide view mode that can output in a 32:9 ratio, along with HDMI 2.1 support. Prices for the Neo QLED range of TVs start at Rs 99,990. Samsung has announced offers and discounts on its Galaxy A32 smartphone. While the Galaxy A32 retails at Rs 21,999, customers can get an instant cashback of Rs 1,500 upon purchasing the device. HDFC Bank credit and debit card users can also avail a cashback of Rs 1,500 on the device, effectively bringing the price down to Rs 18,999. The Galaxy A32 offers a 6.4-inch 90Hz AMOLED display, a MediaTek Helio G80 SoC, and a quad-rear camera setup with a 64-megapixel main shooter. Samsung have announced that they will be hosting a Galaxy Unpacked event on April 28th, with the company claiming that they are going to launch the most powerful Galaxy ever. Samsung is expected to launch the Galaxy Book Pro and Galaxy Book Pro 360 laptops at the event, powered by the 11th Gen Intel CPUs and running Windows 10. The laptops may come in 13-inch and 15-inch sizes and offer Full HD AMOLED displays. Additionally, the Galaxy Book Pro 360 is expected to offer a 360-degree rotating display and offer S Pen support. Apple has confirmed that it will be hosting a launch event on April 20th, with media invitations calling the event spring-loaded. Apple's voice assistant, Siri, had earlier spoiled the event date, responding with April 20th when asked for the next Apple event. Apple is expected to launch new iPad Pro models on the day with A14X chipsets equivalent in power to the Apple M1 chipset used in MacBooks. The 12.9-inch variant is also expected to get a mini LED display with better contrast and colors than an LCD screen. Apple may also debut the much-awaited AirTags, which would let users track any object they want. The Sony PlayStation 5 has begun receiving its first major update, which brings more options for external storage along with some social features. Users can now move PS5 games to external storage to free up internal SSD space. However, the games cannot run from external storage and need to be moved back to the internal SSD to become playable. Users have always been able to store and play PS4 games from external storage, and Sony has promised to allow playable PS5 games from external M.2 SSDs, which are equivalent in speed to the PS5's internal SSD, but this feature is still in development. The update also adds SharePlay functionality between PS4 and PS5 consoles and improvements to the game-based functionality.